Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is all about finding the distance between each pair of points. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So I will give you 5 examples class for you to really understand this one class. And we'll be answering this one class step by step. Once again class, if this video helps, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now the formula in finding the distance is equal to the square root of quantity x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus quantity y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Now, the first thing that you need to do, class, you need to identify first what are your x sub 1, y sub 1, what are your x sub 2, y sub 2. Now, let me just explain that one, class, how to find the value of x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Let's start with example number 1, class. This is 1 and then 1, 4 and then negative 3. Now, this is what we call, class, ordered pair. Now, with regards to the points, class, the ordered pair, it's always x and then y. Once again, class, for the ordered pair, it's always x and then y. X comes first before y. Now, if this is your point 1, once again, class, if this is your first point, this will be x sub 1, y sub 1. If this is your second point, this will be x sub 2, y sub 2. Once again, class, it's always x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. You cannot have x sub 1, y sub 2. Nope. You will commit mistake, class. It's always x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Now, question, sir. Question, sir. What if we interchange this one? What if we interchange this one, class? This will be our point 1, and this will be our point 2. Can we get the same answer, class, with regards to the distance? Yup, class, you will get the same answer, class. It doesn't matter, class. Okay, let me just explain that one, class. If this will be our point 1, example, class, 4 and then negative 3, 1 and then 1, this will be our point 1, therefore, this will be x sub 1, y sub 1, right? It's very different, class. Check this one out, class, the difference, class. If this is our point 1, we interchange this one. This will be our point 1. This will be our point 2. This will be our point 2. This will be x sub 2, y sub 2. Now, question, can we get the same answer with regards to the distance? Yup, you will have the same answer, class. It doesn't matter, class. So, therefore, class, don't make things complicated, class. The first point will be our point 1. And then the second point will be your point 2. So this will be x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Don't make things complicated, class. First point, x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Okay, even if you interchange that one, class, I'm sure, class, you will have the same answer. We will try that later on, class. Once again, we will try this later on. So we have 4 and then negative 3. And then the other one, we have 1 and then 1. And this will be x sub 1, y sub 1. We will try this later on. Let's check if we have the same answer with regards to this one, number 1. Alright, so let's start with example number 1. Once in class, once you have your x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2, simply substitute the value, class, in this given formula. So, copy D, copy equal sign, copy square root. Do it step by step, class. X sub 2 is positive 4. So, do not forget open parenthesis. X sub 2 is positive 4. Copy minus sign. X sub 1 is 1. Close parenthesis. And then squared. Do it step by step. Copy plus sign. Copy open parenthesis. Y sub 2 is negative 3. Once again, plus y sub 2. That would be negative 3. Copy minus sign. Y sub 1 is 1. Do it step by step. Close parenthesis. And then squared. Alright, once again, class, I hope you're not confused, class. Copy square root, x sub 2 is 4. Copy minus sign, x sub 1 is 1. Do it step by step, close parenthesis, squared. Do not forget squared. It's on the formula, copy plus sign. Open parenthesis, y sub 2 is negative 3. Copy minus sign. And then y sub 1 is 1. Close parenthesis, and then squared. Alright, and then simplify this one. So d is equal to square root of. Okay, simplify inside the parentheses. Once again, simplify inside the parentheses. You always follow PEMDAS or GEMDAS. Groupings comes first. So, simplify this one first. So, 4 minus 1 is 3. Do not forget the parentheses. Copy. Alright, so simplify this one. 4 minus 1 is 3. And do not forget squared. Plus, now negative 3 minus 1. Once again, class, don't make things complicated, class. You think this one as negative 1. You think this one as negative 3. Both negative, simply copy negative sign, simply add the numbers. So negative 3 minus 1, that would be negative 4. Another example, class, if I will say negative 2 minus 3 minus 5, what's the answer, class? Okay, you think this way, class. All negative, negative 2, negative 3, negative 5. Copy negative sign. Simply add the numbers. 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 5 is 10. You think it that way, class. Negative, negative. Simply copy negative sign. Simply add the numbers. So negative 3 minus 1, that would be negative 4. And then do not forget squared. Alright, almost done, class. So D is equal to, copy square root. So 3 squared, once again, class, 3 squared, it doesn't mean 3 times 2, it means 3 times 3. You multiply 3 by itself twice. 3 times 3, that would be 9. Once again, class, 3 squared, it means 3 times 3. You multiply 3 by itself twice. 3 squared, it means 3 times 3. So that would be 9 plus, and then negative 4, quantity squared, it means negative 4 times negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 4, negative times negative is positive, 4 times 4 is 16. So this will be positive 16. Okay, once again, class, negative 4 times negative 4, that would be positive 16. Alright, and then simply add this one. So copy square root, 9 plus 16, that would be 25. And the square root of 25, what's the answer, class? That's correct, the square root of 25, that would be equal to 5. Because 5 times 5 is 25. Therefore, the square root of 25, that would be equal to 5. And do not forget to write units. So therefore, the distance, that would be 5 units. That's it, class. All set. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 1. Alright, so how about we try this one? Let's substitute this one. Let's check if we have the same answer, 5 units. Alright, so D is equal to 5 units. Alright, so let's do this one. Because we don't have enough time, class, let's do this one directly. Alright, let's check if we will have the same answer. But once again, class, I'm sure, class, you will have the same answer. Alright, so x sub 2 is 1. Minus x sub 1 is 4. And then squared plus y sub 2 is 1. Minus y sub 1 is negative 3. And then squared. Now, you'll be asking questions. Sir, why do you have two negatives? Now, the first negative, class, came from the formula. That would be minus sign. And then y sub 1 is negative 3. I hope, class, you're not confused. Why do you have two negatives? The first negative came from the formula, minus sign. And then this one, negative 3, the value of y sub 1, negative 3. That's why you have two negatives. Now, you need to put parentheses, class, because you're not allowed two signs are close to each other. You need to multiply the signs. We need to multiply this one. Alright, and it will become positive because negative times negative, it will become positive. Alright, so this will be D equals the square root of 1 minus 4, that would be negative 3. And then squared, once again, class, 1 minus 4, unlike sign, positive 1, negative 4. If the signs are not the same, you subtract. 4 minus 1 is 3. Now, 4 is greater than 1. We copy the sign of 4. That would be negative 3. And do not forget squared. Plus, okay, and then this one, negative times negative, it will become positive. So, therefore, this will become 1 plus 3. And then squared, or we can make it 4, class, because 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay, let's do it step by step. Plus D equals the square root of negative 3 squared plus 1 plus 3 is 4 and then squared. Alright, and then D is equal to the square root of negative 3 and then squared. It means negative 3 times negative 3. Once again, class, you multiply this number by itself twice. Negative 3 times negative 3, that would be positive 9. Plus 4 times 4 is 16. Alright, once again, class, it's not 4 times 2, it means 4 times 4. And that would be 16. So D is equal to 9 plus 16, that would be 25. Do not forget square root. So square root of 25, you will have the same answer, 5 units. Alright, so it doesn't matter, class, if you interchange this one, you will have the same answer. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. Because we don't have enough time, we need to answer this one. We will have 5 examples for you to really understand this one, class. And later on, class, you will have your activity. Alright, so example number 2. Because later on, class, we will have tricky examples. What if the number is not a perfect square? And what would be the thing that we need to do, class, if the number is not a perfect square? Example, class, the value of distance is equal to square root of 20. And 20, class, is not a perfect square. How will you answer that one, class? So we will explain that one, class, later on. Alright, so example number 2, don't make things complicated. This will be x sub 1, y sub 1. This will be our point 1. And this will be x sub 2, y sub 2. This will be our point 2. Alright, so d is equal to the square root of x sub 2 is 2. Copy minus sign, x sub 1 is 4. And then squared. Copy plus sign, y sub 2 is 5. Copy minus sign, y sub 1 is 1. And then squared. Alright, so d is equal to 2 minus 4, that would be negative 2. And then squared. Do not forget squared. Once again, plus 2 minus 4, that would be negative 2. 2 minus 4, 4 is greater than 2. This is positive, negative, subtract. Unlike sign, subtract. 4 minus 2 is 2. Now 4 is greater than 2. We copy the sign of 4. That would be negative 2. And then do not forget squared. Plus 5 minus 1 is 4. And do not forget squared. So this will be d is equal to the square root of negative 2 times, it's not negative 2 times 2, it means negative 2 times negative 2. So negative 2 squared, it means negative 2 times negative 2. You multiply this number by itself twice. So negative 2 times negative 2, that would be positive 4. And then copy plus sign, 4 times 4, that would be 16. Alright, and then d is equal to the square root of 4 plus 16, that would be 20. Now you have this one class, the square root of 20. Now 20 class is not a perfect square. Once again class, these are the perfect squares. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100. And 20 class is not a perfect square. 20 class is not here. Okay, 20 class is not here. These are the perfect square class because the square root of this number, the answer class, is a whole number. Question, sir. Why do we call this number perfect square? Now, we call this number class perfect square because if we get the square root of this number class, the answer class is a whole number. Example class. The square root of 81, that is 9 because 9 times 9 is 81. The square root of 64 is 8 because 8 times 8 is 64. When you get the square root of this number class, the answer class is a whole number. That's why class we call these numbers perfect square. And 20 class is not here. Once again, 20 class is not here. Now, how will you simplify 20? Now, to simplify 20 class, square root of 20, the thing that you need to do class, you find two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get 20. One number class is a perfect square, the other is not. Okay, once again class, the square root of 20, you find two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get 20. One number is a perfect square, one number is here, and the other number is not here. Now, what are the factors of 20 class? The factors of 20, there will be 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5, right? If you multiply this one, 1 times 20 is 20, 2 times 10 is 20, 4 times 5. Now, 4 times 5 class. When you multiply 4 and 5, can you get 20 class? Yup, you can get 20. Therefore, class, we can simplify square root of 20 by square root of 4 and 5. 4 times 5. Because if you multiply 4 and 5, the answer class is 20. And one number is a perfect square. 4 is a perfect square, and then 5 is not. Okay, so that's the thing that you need to do, class. When the number is not a perfect square, you need to simplify if you can simplify. If you cannot simplify, simply copy, class. Example, class, if I would say square root of 13. Can you simplify square root of 13? Is there any two numbers that when you multiply, one number is a perfect square, the other is not? No, there's no other number, class. You can never simplify square root of 13. Therefore, class, square root of 13, you can never simplify square root of 13. Therefore, class, square root of 13 is the final answer. But for square root of 20, you can simplify this one. You find two numbers that one number is a perfect square, the other is not. And that will be 4 and 5. 4 times 5 is 20. Now, the square root of 4, what's the square root of 4, class? That's correct. That would be 2. You put it outside the radical symbol. The square root of 4 is 2. You put it outside. Copy 2. The square root of 5, class. Do we have square root of 5? Nope, we don't have square root of 5. Simply copy square root of 5. And that would be the answer, class. 2 square root of 5. Okay, so therefore, this one right here, square root of 20, we can write this one as square root of 4 times 5. And 4 times 5, that would be 20. The square root of 4, that would be 2. Simply put it outside the radical symbol. So this equal to copy 2. Square root of 4 is 2. Put it outside. And then simply copy square root of 5. We don't have square root of 5. Once you get the square root of a number, you put it outside the radical symbol. 2, and then square root of 5. We don't have square root of 5. Simply copy square root of 5. That's it, class. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 2. Do not forget units. 2 square root of 5 units. All set. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 2. Alright, example number 2. 2 square root of 5 units. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 3. I hope you got it, one, class. If you have some questions with that one, class, do not hesitate to ask. You put your question on the comment section down below. Alright, example number 3. So x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Alright, so example number 3. Copy distance, copy square root. X sub 2 is 5 minus x sub 1 is 1. Do not forget squared, quantity squared. Plus y sub 2 is 2. Copy minus sign, y sub 1 is 2. And then squared. So d is equal to 5 minus 1 is 4. And then squared. Plus 2 minus 2 is 0. And then squared. So d is equal to square root of 4 times 4. Once again, that's not 4 times 2. It means 4 times 4. 4 squared, that would be 4 times 4. That would be 16. Plus 0 squared, that would be 0 times 0. That would be 0. And then d is equal to, once again, plus 0 squared. It doesn't mean 0 times 2. It means 0 times 0. That would be 0. So 16 plus 0 is 16. Do not forget square root. Okay, copy square root and then 16 plus 0, that would be 16. The square root of 16, that would be equal to 4 because 4 times 4 is 16. So therefore, the answer D is equal to 4 units. All set. Very easy, right, for number 3. Alright, so D is equal to 4 units for number 3. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 4. Alright, so example number 4. Alright, so x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Alright, so example number 4. Alright, so this will be our last example, class, because we don't have enough time, class. You try this one. Number 5, number 6, and then number 7. I will give you 3 examples, class. And then you put your answer, class, on the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. So once again, let's have first example number 4. X sub 2 is negative 8. Substitute the value of x sub 2, negative 8. Copy minus sign. X sub 1 is negative 4. And then squared. So once again, class, I hope you're not confused, class. Copy negative 8, x sub 2. Copy minus sign. And then negative 4, the value of x sub 1. Sir, question, why do we have 2 negative? The first negative came from the formula. And then this negative 4 came from the value of x sub 1. So therefore, we need to put parentheses. Because we have 2 negatives. And then, copy plus sign. Y sub 2 is negative 3. Copy minus sign. Y sub 1 is negative 8. We need to put another parenthesis and then close parenthesis and then squared. Once again, class, I hope you're not confused, class. X sub 2 is negative 8. Copy minus sign. X sub 1 is negative 4. Therefore, we need to put parenthesis, close parenthesis, and then squared. Plus, let me just write this one, class. Minus and then negative 4. And then close. And then squared. So we can put brackets because we already have parentheses here. We can put brackets. That's okay, class. Brackets. For us not to be confused. Y sub 2 is negative 3 minus. Alright, we have negative 3. Copy minus sign. And then y sub 1 is negative 8. And then we can put brackets for us not to be confused. And then squared. Alright, so copy D equals copy square root. Alright, then use brackets. So this will be negative 8. Negative times negative, you need to multiply the signs. Negative times negative, it will become positive. And then copy 4 and then bracket squared. Okay, we can now put parentheses. That's okay. So we can now put parentheses. That's okay. A while ago, class, I just put brackets for us not to be confused because we have parentheses, another parenthesis, close parenthesis, another close parenthesis, and we will be confused, class. That's why I put bracket. This time, we can now put parentheses because we don't have another parenthesis. Alright, plus this one. So we can now put parentheses, negative 3. and then negative times negative, it will become positive. So plus, and then 8, close parenthesis, and then squared. I hope, class, you're not confused, class. Copy negative 8, negative times negative is positive. Close parenthesis and then squared. Copy negative 3, then negative times negative is positive. Alright, and copy 8, close parenthesis and then squared. So D is equal to the square root of negative 8 plus 4, and like signs, if the signs are not the same, you subtract. 8 minus 4 is 4. Now 8 is greater than 4, we copy the sign of 8. That would be negative 4 and then squared, plus negative 3 plus 8, and like signs, subtract. 8 minus 3 is 5. Now 8 is greater than 3, we copy the sign of 8. That would be positive 5 and then squared. So D is equal to the square root of negative 4 times negative 4. Negative 4 squared, it means negative 4 times negative 4, that would be positive 16, plus 5 times 5, that would be 25. And then simply add 16 plus 25, that would be equal to 41. 25 plus 16, 11, carry 1, 4, 41. So that would be the square root of 41. Now, can we simplify the square root of 41? Can we simplify, class, the square root of 41? Is 41 a perfect square? Nope. 41 is not a perfect square. What are the factors of 41? No other number, class. That's only 1 and 41. No other factors, class, for 41. Is there any other factors, class, for 41? Nope. No other number, class. That's only 1 and 41. So therefore, class, we cannot simplify a square root of 41. Therefore, class, this will be our final answer, class. Do not forget to put units. Once again, class, if you cannot simplify the square root, that would be your final answer, class. Therefore, the answer with regards to example number 4, that would be square root of 41 units. All set. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 4. So once again, class, you try this one. Example number 5, 7, 0, and then 0, negative 5. And then for number 6, this one, 4, negative 1, and then negative 2, and the 7. Number 7, 1, 2, and then 4, 4. You try this one, class, and then you put your answer in the comment section down below. If you answered it one, class, the 3, this one, 5, 6, and 7, I'm sure, class, you're ready for the test. So once again, class, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.